John Pettit bringing them out. John Pettit in his 5th season with the Falcons as the head coach. He's 27-25. Wayne County leads this series, as Coach Murphy said, 5-4. They've won 3 out of the last 4. Last year, 31-22. 2 years ago, 20-16. That was up here on the late punt return. And 2005, Monroe won 34-24. In 2004, Wayne won 42-14. Hopefully, we can tie that series up at 5-5 tonight. Coach Pettit is assisted by Randy Murphy, Randy Knuckles, David White, Jordan Hale, and Rusty Hawkins. Bob Adele's going to run down our starting offense.
Well, it's no changes in it, John. It's just the way it's been pretty intact. You know, of course, the Sheltons has kind of went in and out there, and the rest of them been pretty well there. And Clem Bybee will be again the senior. He's 6 foot, 200-pound senior. The guards is Justin Carter, 5'8", 185-pound senior, and Clint Jenkins, 5'10", 245-pound senior. The tackles is Toby Turner, 6 foot, 220-pound senior, and Brad Cornelius, 5'9", 230-pound senior. The tight end is one of them is Garrett Lyons, 6'2", 190-pound senior, and Neil Wilson, 6'2", 185-pound junior, and Tyler Welch is a wideout, 5'10", 155-pound senior. Justin Harlan's a quarterback. Tonight is 6'1", 160-pound senior. The backs are Tanner Kendall, 6'1", 150-pound sophomore, and Caleb Maxey, 5'9", 170-pound senior. Of course, Justin Carter be doing the PAT, and Garrett be doing the punting, and I'm not sure if Neil, I think, did the last kickoff, so we'll just have to wait and see who does that. And we might see I had Neil there as a kind of wide out or tight end. I think he maybe start the game in maybe a wishbone and be at the back of the eye or something, so we'll have to check that out as the game starts.
Official taking a long time with the captains out there tonight. Still waiting to toss the coin. You keep an eye on that, Bob, see who wins the coin toss. Jesse Bowman is at one of our ends, 5'9", 165, a senior. Jake Proctor at the other end, 5'9", 170, a junior. The tackles, Jared Rich, 5'7", 220, a senior. Troy Wyatt, 5'10", 215, a junior. The corners, Mason Profit, 6 foot, 170, a senior. Caleb Maxey, 5'9", 170, a senior. Linebackers, 6'2", 185, junior. Neil Wilson. Garrett Lyon, the other outside linebacker, 6'2", 190, a senior. Mikkel High in the middle, 5'10", 190, a senior. And behind them, the safeties, Tanner Kendall, 6'1", 150, a sophomore, and Joseph Eaton, 5'11", 175, a senior. Someone deferred.
Yep, we get the ball. John was shaking his head. He wants that ball, so we'll take it.
As we approach kickoff, I keep wanting to say Taylor County Cardinals. It's Wayne County. We opened the season with a Cardinal from this same district. They're one of the teams that is tied with Wayne County. It's Wayne, Taylor, and Somerset. Somerset, one of the teams that beat this Wayne County team, really gave them their worst loss of the year, 41-7. Their other loss came to Rockcastle County, 30-6. We mentioned last night Taylor is a common opponent. Wayne beat Taylor 41-36.
Wayne's give up a lot of points. I looked at their scores there, and that's even there. So that maybe their defense is not real tough. The teams that here we put up a lot of points on teams that's not got a real good defense. So maybe that's a good omen for us. And we're going to see. We're going to get this ball first.
Falcons will receive the opening kick. They're introducing
they're
starters or seniors coming through the band and the cheerleaders. Wayne County on the opening kickoff kicked out of bounds. Yeah, we're ready. Wayne County on the opening kickoff kicked out of bounds inside the 30. Monroe takes over on the 35. Pitch to Tanner Kendall on first down. He loses back near the 30-yard line. Coach Pettit had said we were going to line up in an unbalanced line and run to the strong side a couple of times. That first time didn't work, lost 3, back to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 13 for Monroe County.
They looked like they was in the huddle on that one, John.
Got tight ends.
Got one good block, but there's 2 linebackers, Eddie, in there.
Wishbone. Run to the Monroe County left side. It's Neil Wilson, and that's also unsuccessful. So the Cardinal defense has come out fired up, looking to stop the Monroe County rushing attack. Eaton and Lyon are lined up as tight ends. Eaton on the left, Lyon on the right. We're going to stay in that formation on 3rd and 15. Maxey, Wilson, and Kendall in the wishbone. Harlan goes under Bybee. Fake, going to throw out of it, has Maxey open in the flat. Great catch by Maxey, but he's hit right as he caught it, short of the first down. Pass was high.
One-handed.
Put the hand up to bring it down. Gets yardage up to the 39-yard line, gain 9, but it is 4th and 6. Falcons are forced to punt on their first possession.
Yeah, we definitely, those first 2 running plays didn't work, John. But might have to get out of that in a hurry.
Garrett Lyon.
Well, I started to say they ain't got nobody back.
No one back deep, and they're not really loaded up on the line. They're almost like they're expecting to punt. There goes someone deep. Garrett standing at his 27. Good snap. Punt. Sort of a line drive. Hits. Good roll. He comes up, fills it at the 26. We're all over him. Ball's loose. McHale High is on it.
He didn't have a chance.
Not wise. Filled it.
That was bad move on his. 6 Falcons hit him, and he was running away trying to pick it up on the ground.
That was Dustin Denny. McHale High recovers it at the 24-yard line. The Falcons, good gainer on that punt, Bob.
Now maybe we can get some offense going.
9:57 on the clock. Falcons 24 yards from the end zone. Stay in the wishbone with Eaton on the left, Lyon on the right. Tight ends. Option it to the right side. Harlan still has it. Fakes to Kendall. Still on the run. Near the first down. Still going.
That's
inside the 15, maybe close to the 10. They were on the far side of the field. We'll have to wait till they bring it back out.
What did they start on, John? The
24.
Oh, I can't. Ooh, it's going to be another one of them nights.
I believe it's on about the 7. First and goal for Monroe County. They do have a to-go on the scoreboard. They have 8 on the scoreboard. They're a little higher than we are. They have a 2-story press box, a very nice facility. 9:35, Falcons trying to go on the board for the first time. Pitch to Wilson. He cuts inside, still on his feet inside the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Marked on the 4. Harlan had gone over near the sideline to get his play from Coach Pettit. Ball on the left hash. Opposite from our sideline. Falcons moving to our left at the line. Yeah, we're in that overload. There are actually 4 linemen to the left of Bybee. Maxey up the middle, working in the end zone. 6-0 Monroe County on the turnover. The Wayne player let the punt hit the ground rolling, tried to pick it up. Several Monroe County Falcons there. McHale High fell on it. Falcons take it in for 6. 8:52 first quarter. Justin Carter, who's the first time I've been on the field before game, he was kicking well.
Oh, man, well, I told him he need to back up. There's a fence back there, and he's kicking it over and had to put somebody over to throw him back.
Eaton on the hole, a lot of movement along the line.
Well,
Not sure who moved first.
Knocked us backwards, so that.
Official says illegal procedure against Monroe County, so that will move Carter back. Tee will be placed on the 15-yard line. Our right side moved.
You don't do that because they don't move. They go on the snap.
We go back to the line. Ball now spotted on the 8-yard line. Joseph Eaton will hold at the 15.
Same kick though, John. Just kick your normal kick. No difference.
No. Snap high. Eaton does get it down. Kick will
look left.
Not make it through. Eaton.
And there was somebody barreling down on him. He had to really kick it in a hurry.
The spotter, Joseph, he's down on a knee to put it on the tee. He actually had to get off his knee to get up to catch the snap. That got things out of sequence. Extra point no good. 6-0 Monroe County. 8:52 in the first quarter.
Neil is doing the kicking, John.
Yeah, he was kicking in the warm-ups tonight. Low down the middle.
Oh, boy, if that got over his head.
Caught at the 20-yard line. He's running parallel, and he's hit hard by Tanner Kendall and also McMillan.
Boy, Proctor had to making him go out there, and they got a block, kind of knocked him off, but Tanner finished him off there with a. If that had got over his head, though, that was gone.
Yeah.
That was an up back.
Yeah. Eric Rule, 5'8", 165, a junior on the return.
But now that's a lot better than we did against Greene County. Though we're down on what, the 21,
22-yard line.
22.
8:45. I believe they call this the pistol formation. Zach Stevenson is the quarterback in the shotgun, and then the running back lines up behind him, hands off to him. That's Hall. Good tackle by Kendall, but unfortunately he's the safety, and that means it's a good gainer.
5,
Out
6,
to
no,
the 30. That's an 8-yard gain. Second and, well,
must have been
that
back there a little more. They didn't. That's about
thought that was
7.
on the 22,
yeah,
but
must have been a little more.
yeah, the box
Says about 2nd and 7.
doesn't look right. Yeah,
I mean 2nd and 3. Long.
Stevenson back, takes the snap, hands to Hall again. He runs right up the middle
Whoa.
to the 40.
Safety again.
Yeah, it's not good when your safety's making the first contact. That's the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for Wayne County. Clock runs inside 8 minutes. Hall is 5'7", 170, a junior, and he is a good one.
He's shifty too, boy. I mean, he's a darting in a dash.
Wayne County is in 3A. We'll check their stats here in a minute. Quarterback keeps it after a fake. High hits him in the backfield. Joseph Eaton was back there also. DJ Hall in 9 games has rushed for 1,066 yards and 18 touchdowns.
So that's over 100 then, ain't it?
Yeah,
Do your math on that, John.
Well, they have it on there.
Oh, okay.
118
You
a game.
didn't have to tell us that.
No.
I'd say I'd be about 118.
Yeah. Losses back to the 37. 2nd down for the Cardinals. They send 2 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Bring a man in motion. Snap to Stevenson. He's rolling to his right. We're pressuring him. Man open in the flat. Caught. Nice tackle by Maxey. He's short of a 1st down. Receiver Dustin Denny.
He gained about 10 on that, though, John. It's going to be a real manageable 3rd down.
Marked at the Wayne County 47. 3rd down. They need about 4.
Boy, that ball stayed in there a long time, but I'd looked out here and there wasn't nobody around him. That would have been an easy one to pick off. He threw it long. It didn't have no zip on it.
Yeah, it's that out. I'm not sure what kind of cushion Caleb gave him at the line. The 2 receivers come right, 1 to the left. Ball on the right hash. Hall behind Stevenson. Handed off to Hall. He has a 1st down run.
And
We had made contact, but Tanner makes the tackle again. That's inside Monroe County territory, the 44-yard line.
we have not hit him at the line yet. I don't even think we put a hand on him,
Somebody touched him before he got to Tanner that time.
but that was a linebacker.
Yeah. Clock runs at 6 minutes to play in the 1st quarter. Monroe County 6 and Wayne County 0. Monroe stopped on their first drive when they punted. Wayne fumbled. Monroe recovered it and took it in. Stevenson, quarterback keeper, brought down around the 40-yard line by Rich and Wilson.
He's not very big. What's he list him at? 165.
5'11". He's also a junior. 2nd down. Cardinals need 6. Falcons need a stop. Cardinals moving it on the ground. 2 right, 1 left. Hall still behind Stevenson. Steven looking to throw. Throws a little high, but caught.
No, he knocked it
knocked
loose.
away. There it is. Yeah.
Harlan knocked, no, it was the Prophet knocked that loose. He just brought that tomahawk chop in, I guess, and the guy went up and made a nice catch, but he knocked it loose when he's coming down.
Brandon Hurd, the intended receiver. He's running a sort of a crossing pattern, went down and came to the middle. Mason able to knock it away. 3rd and 6. Bowman, Wyatt, Rich, and Proctor across the front. Backed up by Wilson, high. And that may be Bobby it's come in. It is. Stevenson looking to throw again. Throws to the other side. Same pattern. Tanner had him hit, but he got away from him. Joseph Eaton brought him down, along with Bybee. 1st down for the Cardinals.
And they're moving, John. I'll tell you, they've been impressive. Their defense, and of course I know we scored on them, but still we started on the 24.
Yep.
The offense is looking really good.
Wayne on the Monroe County 26-yard line. 1st and 10. They come to the line. Same formation. 2 right, 1 left, a tight end on the right side. We do a little shift on the line. Pitches to Hall. He's hit. Another good gainer down near the 20-yard line.
About the time he's getting tackled, he twists. I noticed him then, and that got him the extra 3 or 4 yards because we hit him but when he done that twist, we just broke out of it.
Ball at the 20, second down for the Cardinals. Monroe leading 6-0, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. We're in the first quarter. On a great night for football. Maybe we can come up with another turnover. It was a turnover on the punt that got Monroe County their first touchdown. Fake to Hall. Stevenson has it. There's Bowman and Eaton in the backfield to bring him down.
That's the hardest lick Hall's had tonight, too. I mean, he got him, boy.
Lost back to the 25.
But I thought he still had it. I guess they couldn't see much better than we could, so they got to tackle him.
Yeah, got to go ahead and take him.
And make
even
him,
if he doesn't
feel it anyway.
Yeah, third down. Cardinals need about 8. They split that tight end wide, 2 wide left and right. Stevenson, handoff, a draw play to Hall. We missed him at the line. He has it inside the 15-yard line. Troy Wyatt had a shot at him at the line.
That middle was wide open, though. There was nobody there. And Troy was he was going for the quarterback because he thought it was going to be a pass. And I mean, it was
First down,
big tunnel there.
Yeah. First down on the 12. They break the huddle. Stevenson has been in the shotgun. I think some of them call it the pistol formation with Hall lining up behind him. Hall up the middle again. Wyatt and Bybee. But he's inside the 10. Spotted around the 8-yard line. Second down. Jordan Turner checks in. He'll take a spot on the defensive line. Clock at 2:40. That missed extra point may come back to bother us later. 6-0. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Stevenson straight
wide open out
to
there.
the line. He's in.
You've seen that coming.
He didn't even fake that one. He just ran it. He ran to the left, the opposite side of where all the receivers were.
We had the angle to see that was going to work.
6-6, 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Wayne lines up for the extra point. Harold Flatch.
How many yards was it, John?
8. Good snap. Kick very, very high. It is through the uprights. 7-6. Wayne County takes the lead at 2 minutes, 27 seconds. The Wayne offense looked very good on that drive against the Monroe County.
What'd you say?
8.
8.
Well, Monroe County rushing defense, one of the best in 2A, but we couldn't figure that one out on that drive. We just give up around 100 yards a game. But Wayne County able to move it right down the field.
You see who done the kicking?
Number 2, Flatch on the kick, right about the same spot. Lyon has it at the 31-yard line.
Well,
he'll gain a yard or so.
They must have had a hold of his foot or something there. Is that what he couldn't move?
Yeah. Yeah, the boy went down, grabbed a hold of the foot. Garrett couldn't get away. It's at the 33 of Monroe County. That's where they will begin the drive with 2 minutes, 22 seconds in the first quarter, trailing 7-6. Starting line comes out to take their place. We overload this left side again. That's Jenkins, Cornelius, I believe Turner's over here along with Eaton. Backs in the wishbone. Fake the pitch, hand it off up the middle to Maxey. 40, 50, 45, 40.
Beat him to the
They
corner.
got the angle. Oh, we cut back into him instead of just trying to run right down the sideline, but a long gainer by Caleb Maxey on the handoff up the middle.
And it run to the small side over there, the short side, or whatever you call it, where the overload was this way, you went the other way.
I believe Coach Pettit was talking about that on the way up here. They were going to do that. It's inside the 25. It's on the opposite side of the field. A little bit hard to pick up. We'll call it the 22. See what they've got on the... Now, they don't have that on the board.
No,
Just have first and 10.
I don't like that neither.
Wishbone. This is Wilson cutting inside. 15, 10, taken out of bounds. I believe inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Falcons trying to answer quickly after the long drive by Wayne County. And Wayne County's coach, I believe, has called a timeout. He doesn't like it. Sean Thompson, the head coach for the Cardinals. With that time, Monroe County with first and goal on the 8-yard line. We move our overload side to the right. Wilson or Hardin looking to throw.
Bad throw. He just throwed it in the dirt. I mean, not. You can see it just hung on his fingers or something.
It's a wobbler
Yeah.
intended for Eaton in the end zone, incomplete. Clock stopped at 1:52, second and goal on the 8-yard line.
And Justin, you can see when he threw it, he knew that he didn't get a good pass out of it.
Harlan returning from the sideline with his play. Bybee goes to the ball. Only Jenkins and Eaton to his left. Carter, Turner, Cornelius, and I guess that's Lyon to his right with the overload. Up the middle again, Maxey cuts back and finds the end zone.
And he was much more, one dived at him, he just kind of sidestepped him.
We had quite a hole up that middle, Bob.
Hell, that's right, I agree. That's a good
12-7, Monroe County with 1:48 to play in the first quarter. And they made that drive look easy. Now if the defense can come out and get a stop, Falcons will go for 2.
run that same play.
Yeah. Run it till they stop it. Line up with the overload to the left side. Cardinals switch a man over to that side. Harlan calling the signals. Sends Wilson in motion. He's going to throw to Wilson. 1 and 2. Now he's scrambling. Has to get squared to throw. And it's incomplete. They covered Wilson pretty quickly. He's just got to throw it up out there and let Neal make a play, I believe, in the corner of the end zone. 12-7, Monroe County with 1:48 to play in the first quarter.
Sure exciting first quarter on it, John.
Yeah. Wayne took a while to get their touchdown on the board, but Monroe answered very quickly. It's Neal Wilson kicking off again. This was a nice one down the middle. They let it bounce, filled it at the 12-yard line. Denny trying to get to the side. We cut him off, finally bring him down. We let him get a little farther than looked like he should have. McMillan on the tackle along with Whitty and Kendall.
That still ain't bad, John. That's 30. That's pretty good for high school because they don't kick it real deep. You know, ain't like college. They get it to the end, to the goal line.
It's on the 30. Mason Profit was downfield quickly. And he made him change direction, and there was no one there to hit him when he cut back. 1:40 on the clock as Wayne takes over. Jordan Turner still in there. Tyler Whitty now at our right defensive end. Let's try Trevor Whitty instead of Tyler.
He's going on. He's done gone on.
Yeah. Is that, yeah, that was Hall again on the carry up the middle. Got it to the 33, 2nd and 7.
That's about the least we've held him to.
This is the final regular season game. Next week it's playoff time. We come back home. We play the Fort Knox.
Eagles.
Used to be a big rivalry back in the late 80s, early 90s. Been a while since we played them. Stevenson keeps it right up the middle. Lyon has a hold of him.
I don't think
Sunburn's
he
on the
made the
bottom.
line of scrimmage, John.
Rich had him around the ankles. Joseph Eaton. Falcon defense on 1st and 2nd down looked better. Now let's see if we can make them punt. Might have gained a little bit. I believe he got it outside the 33, barely. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Monroe up 12-7. Good crowd, but not a lot. You had to get here early to get a seat.
You look at him stand on the
Monroe
hedges
County
down
side.
there on the fence. This is where you can walk the sidelines.
They don't have a lot of large seating capacity for the visitors. Stevenson trouble.
Oh.
Proctor, he got away from Proctor.
Man, that
Knock
was a
him
good
out of
tackle.
bounds. That's Rich.
Yeah, Proctor done a good job making him tuck it and run.
Jared Rich brought him
Gained
down at the
about
35.
about a yard, maybe 2. So that's be another punting situation.
15.4 seconds. There's Hall, personal protector. Let's watch a fake.
I don't, surely not down this far, John. That wasn't.
Flatch the punter. Snap a little bit high. Flatch has it. Not much of a rush. Very high. Wilson comes up waving for fair catch. Has to run between two Wayne County players. He catches it near his own 41-yard line.
Can you run by him like that? I know you have to give them a yard to catch it, but you know that could be real distracting. I've never seen anybody else go by him like that.
I guess as long as they don't hit him. 8.2 seconds. Falcons will get a play off at the end of the first quarter. Good defensive stop after a long drive on the first time Wayne had it. We held them to 3 and out. Still unbalanced. 4 guys to the left of Bybee on the line. Wishbone in the backfield. Wilson goes in motion. This is what we ran down on the extra point. Handed off up the middle to Kendall. 45, brought down. Nice open field tackle by number 20, John Piercy. But a 7-yard gain for Kendall, or actually 6-yard gain.
And that's the score.
Not going to have to go very far. It's on the Monroe County 47-yard line. At the end of one, Monroe County 12, Wayne County 7. Let's take a 30-second break. Monroe County 2nd down and 4 on their own 47-yard line. Now moving to our right. They overload the right side. Maxey, Kendall, and Wilson in the wishbone. Harlan the quarterback. Fake it to Maxey. Harlan hits. He loses.
A lot of penetration then by their defensive line, but you know he was going right down the line too, so that lost just a little.
Lost 1, 3rd and 5. Ball closer to the middle of the field than either of the hashes. Cardinals running. See what they have up front when we line up.
About the same.
5. Yeah, they've got that line loaded. 2, 3 linebackers, a free safety back here. They're loaded up for the run. Harlan back to throw. Oh, it's wide open over here, but we don't have a receiver. He's going to run it. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Caught inside the 20-yard line.
That's been, really, people. He's been throwing the ball good this year, but his running has come so far, John. He read that. Like you said, there was nobody there.
No one over here on the right side.
Justin seen it too. That's why he took off. Where'd he end up
Ball
at?
on the 16. That was from the 46. So 34, 38 yards.
Whatever you say, I don't try to count it up.
Yeah.
Benny might want to count it up over here. We'll give him a pencil.
11:06, second quarter. Falcons threatening. On a long one by Justin Harlan.
He's got 55 yards on 2 carries here.
Carter, Turner, Cornelius, and Lyon overload the right side. That's the short side of the field. Hand it off. Oh, we fumbled it. Tried to hand it off to Maxey. I believe Justin got back on it.
We had 2 on it there. I think one of them got it. It could have been him or trying to see the Eaton.
That's the play up the middle that has worked so well. Fumbled exchange. Takes it back to the 19-yard line. Falcons break out. Going to break that bone. Send Kendall to the left side. Wilson to the right. Harlan in a shotgun. Maxey stands to his left. Harlan looks to throw, looking toward Wilson. Has him on the post. He's open, brought down at about the 3-yard line.
It's pretty pass. That was pretty good coverage too. He had to make a nice pass there.
1st and goal, Monroe County. Call it the 4. With 10-19. 1st and goal for Monroe County. So Tyler Welch come in for the first time tonight. Eaton goes out. Welch will be wide to the left. Wilson to the right. Lyon the tight end on the right side in the more conventional offensive line. Backs in the eye, Maxey and Kendall. Option out of it. Maxey has it, and it's not working. I'm not sure what kind of progress they're going to give him. They're going to spot it. No, he's going to move it up. Thought he's going to spot it back here where he finally went down. I believe it is still inside the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. We'll call it the 4. 9:40, second quarter. Harlan goes under center. Maxey and Kendall still in the eye. The Wayne coaches asking some of their players to go to the left. Harlan trying to roll that way. He's in all kinds of trouble in the backfield. Brought down on the sack. Didn't have time to look downfield. Back to the 13-yard line. That brings up 3rd and goal. Yeah, we're getting room to throw, Bob. I think Coach Pettit wants timeout. 8 minutes, 57 seconds. Second quarter, Monroe leads 12-7. With the timeout on the field, we'll go back to the Monroe County. Now 3rd and goal on the 13-yard line. Welch wide to the right. Wilson is inside him. Kendall to the left. Lyon is outside him. Maxey is in the backfield behind Harlan. 3 down linemen. 4 for Wayne County. Hand it off to Maxey up the middle. Gets away from man. Hurdles his own player. Takes it into the end zone. Caleb Maxey. What a run.
It's 3 for him tonight, John.
That was impressive, Bob.
Had him spread out.
They had him at the line of scrimmage, and he pulled out of that tackle. There was one of our guys and a Wayne County man on the ground at about the 10. He jumped over them. He took it in. 8:49, 18-7. Monroe County, and Caleb has all three of them, doesn't
Yep, yes, he does. We're going to go back to trying the PAT. 14 yards, wasn't it, John? 13.
About 13, I
Yeah.
believe. Eaton holding for Justin Carter. Asks for the ball. Good snap. Boy, they're back there. It's blocked. Yep, blocked. Well, no extra points tonight for the Falcons, but 3 touchdowns, leading 18-7 at 8:49 in the second quarter. Neil Wilson kicking off. Fielded at the 17-yard line. 30, 35. Finally, Wilson has to bring him down. See a flag on the far side.
You know, he's talking about these extra points, John. One good thing about it, they can take the film back and go back because they found something, a weakness in us.
Illegal block called against Wayne County. This one will be, flag is over there on the 37. So this will end up somewhere around the 27. 1st and 10 for Wayne with 8:42 remaining in the first half. And they are coming off those corners on these extra points, giving us problems. J.W. Vickers checked in at a corner, replacing Caleb Maxey. Caleb taking the break after some hard running offensively tonight. The Bowman's back in at the defensive end. Wayne in their pistol with Hall behind the quarterback. He's rolling to his left, throws deep, has a man out there, and it's caught. Nice throw and catch. Kendall pretty close to him.
That kid was just about as fast as Kendall was.
Chris Burks, 5'9", 160, a senior. That makes up for their penalty. They're in Monroe County territory. Monroe County 40-yard line.
Good thing about that pass, he's heading towards the sideline.
That was a nice offensive play for the Cardinals. Jordan Turner on the line with Rich, Bowman, and Proctor. Line high and Wilson, the linebackers. 2 receivers to either side. Stevenson takes the snap, hands it off to Hall. We have it bottled up in there, but they're still pushing us. There. Well, finally it goes down. That's sort of a late whistle. That's not good for Hall either. Being twisted around by Lyon, Eaton, and Kendall. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line of Monroe County. Falcons lead 18-7. This left tackle is a big one. Jordan Garrett, he's 6'4", 275.
He was a senior, wasn't he? But he
Yes.
come out with them. I knew there was a big kid come out with them.
That guard beside him is pretty big. That's Dale Jones, 6'3", 265. So they've got some beef on this line. They bring a man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. It's on the ground. Falcons pick it up.
Oh, he's trying to run
That's
with it.
Garrett
He's got
Lyon.
it. Boy, if he just hadn't lost his balance, he is gone. He was wanting to.
He's wanting to repeat what Neal did on his fumble return. So 2 fumbles for the Cardinals. Falcons picked both of them up, one on a punt, this one on a bad exchange. Stevenson was wanting to hand it to Denny, either hand it to him or fake it to him, and he was bobbling it the whole time. It's on the Monroe 42-yard line. 7:25. Second quarter, Monroe 18, Wayne 7. Welch and Wilson to the left. Line a tight end on the right side. Maxey and Kendall in the eye. Harlan on the draw play to Kendall. Can't get away. He's hit in the backfield. 57, Tyler Pace. This Wayne County team has some players. We'll call that the 39. Don't have, those 2 big guys pretty big right in the middle of the defensive line. Pace and Coffey. Coffey's 5'7", 175. Pace 6', 220. They're not as big on the defensive line as they are on the offensive line. Same formation. Eaton has replaced Lyon at the tight end. Harlan looking to throw on the slant. Wilson through his hands, incomplete. Don't see Neal do that very often. Clock stopped at 6:39. Might have been a little bit high, but might have had to been there to avoid an interception. Falcons have to get to the Wayne 48-yard line for a first down. That's 13 yards they need. Harlan standing over there with Coach Pettit. It's going to require a timeout. Falcons ready to attempt 3rd and 13. Trent Tooley and Tyler Welch to the left. It's Wilson and Kendall to the right. Harlan in the shotgun. Maxey standing at his right. Long count. Kendall comes in motion. Harlan back to throw, looking for Maxey. Has it, but he's hit immediately. Guy came off the block of Welch. That's Eric Rule. He made the play. 1 yard loss back to the 38-yard line. I'm not sure why Welch didn't run on down the field, Bob, instead of there blocking. take that man,
Well, I think
take that man on down the field.
I know he's supposed to block him out.
Trying to tailback screen over here, but Rule was looking for it. Line and punt formation. Clock inside 6 minutes. Harlan moving around back there. Low snap through the legs of Lyon. He has it. Need to fall on it, Garrett. He finally does, but it's back inside the 15-yard line. He tried to pick it up. You can't do that. You got to just fall on it.
Well, he still did recover it, I think, John. Of course, it was fourth down, and that just keeps him from. I guess I don't know. When you're like that, it ain't much you can do. If he could have got it up and just made a pass, you know, at least you come back to the line of scrimmage. But
Falcons 18, Cardinals 7, 5:48. The Cardinals are in good territory. Barely inside the Monroe 13-yard line. In their pistol with 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Stevenson keeps it behind a Hall block. Right up the middle. He has a gain. They're going to the far side of the field away from us. He's at the 7-yard line. Second down. 5.5 minutes to play in the first half. So the Cardinals have some momentum back. Falcons had recovered a Wayne County fumble. Give it back on a low snap on a punt attempt. Hall up the middle. Hit by Wyatt. There's a late flag coming in.
It's got to be face masked.
Rich was in on the tackle.
Hope it's holding. Nope. What I was afraid of.
Yeah, it won't give them a lot of yards. It'll put it down closer to the goal. It's on the 5-yard line. Currently third down, but that's probably going to change on this penalty. Let's see where they put it. Spot it between the, looks like it's on the 3, and the box is right next to the chain. I believe they're going to measure. Bring the chains out. Wayne County uncertain who they will play next week. The Falcons will play at home against Fort Knox. Find their paperwork here, Bob. It's awful small print. They could play that down there. I guess if they get first place, it would be Powell County. Breathitt, Estill, Harlan, and Powell are the other teams in the opposite district. Monroe will play at home against Fort Knox. Glasgow will play Danville. Metcalf plays Bardstown.
Yep.
And
Green plays
Washington County.
And that's going to be one of the best first-round matchups, I guess. Green and Washington early in the year. Green beat them, but it was like 42-37 or something like that. It was a high-scoring game.
Second and very short. They line up in an I. Hall has it. He has the first down, I believe, but short of the goal line.
He just goes. He's hard to tackle, John, and not for nothing the game. Yep.
First and goal on the 1-yard line. Clock will begin running at 4:45. Cardinals at the doorstep of the goal line, trying to cut into the Monroe County lead, 18-7. Send one receiver to the left and one to the right. Stevenson under center with an eye behind him. Hand it off to Hall over the left side. Well, we hit him, but he takes it on in. Eaton and High got into the backfield.
Was he done over the line when we just seemed like we kind of give up on it or something, John?
He sort of ran through Eaton and High to take it in. 18-13. Monroe, 4 minutes, 22 seconds in the second quarter. Flatch in to attempt the point after. Good snap. The kick is no good. Well, that helps us. Monroe has failed on all 3 of their attempts. Now Wayne has failed on one of theirs. 18-13, 4:22 in the second quarter. Flatch kicks off. Wilson at the 25-yard line. He'll have it out around the 35. Falcons will begin with 4:28 to play in the first half.
Well, I tell you, of course, you hear you say that if, but if he'd have that one tackle there, he was going to have a nice gainer.
Ball's on the 36, 1st and 10 for Monroe County. Falcons need to keep answering offensively. 2 good teams going at each other tonight. One already a district champion, Monroe County. The other trying to win a district championship. And a tie currently. They're needing this win to win the tiebreaker. 2 receivers either side. Harlan under center. Hands it to Maxey. He's tripped up at the line. Trying to go behind Bybee and Jenkins over the left side. No gain. Big 77. He's going to play some defense. It's Jordan Garrett line up in the same formation. Harlan looks over the defense. 5 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Harlan still has it. He's in trouble. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 3:34. Falcons need a first. It's 3rd and 10. May have gotten just a little bit.
Yeah, they moved it just a little, but not enough to.
May have to go to the air. Welch and Wilson come this way. That's the right side. Tooley and Kendall go to the left. They have 4 down linemen. They jump. Did they throw the flag? Yeah, here it is. Didn't think they threw the flag. That'll give us 5.
You know what? You know how I feel about that. We better save that until we need it.
3rd and 5. We're on the Monroe County 41-yard line. Start the clock again. It goes under 3 minutes. Monroe leading 18-13.
Now you don't really, it's not a running play. Don't have to be now,
Yep.
John.
Falcons come to the line with 4 wideouts. Maxey in the backfield. Wilson's in closer this time. He and Kendall. Harlan goes under, sends Wilson in motion. Did he give it to Maxey? He did. He's going to be short, just barely. About a yard to the 45-yard line. No, probably not close enough to go for it. We'll see.
Here's when you need to.
Yeah.
Here's when you need it, John.
This might be the old line up and call timeout if they don't jump. We rush to the line. Harlan calling his signals. 4th and short. They flinched a little, but not enough. Monroe will call timeout. See what they want to do. We'll take one also. 2 minutes to play in the half. Monroe leads 18-13. We'll be back at this message on Falcon. Monroe County does line up in punt formation. Garrett asks for the snap. It's a good one. High, not a long punt. He will get a roll out of it. We're down there to cover it inside the 15-yard line. 1 minute, 50 seconds. That's what the Cardinals will have. The Falcons need to hold them to maintain the halftime lead.
That's more like it. That's 40 yards there. That's what we need.
It's on the Wayne 13. Kendall's back here at safety. Prophet and Max are the corners.
It's a good time to pick off because I've got a
Yeah.
feeling they can't run this. They're going to have to try to pass. We pick one of these off here now and get her touchdown back. We're a cushion.
Eaton, he could be called a safety or linebacker. Lyon, High, Wilson, Proctor, White, Proctor, Turner, Rich, and Bowman across the front. Hall hit at the line, but he twist and turn. Don't believe he made the 15.
I don't guess he's offside, but he looks like he's moving.
He did make the 15. Timeout, Wayne County.
Is that their second?
I believe the PA man said their second. 2nd and about 8. Stevenson awaits the snap. He's going on the quarterback draw. Big gainer, 25, shoestring tackle by Joseph Eaton. First down, Wayne County. Ball on the 28-yard line. Clock stopped to move the chain at 1:32. Now they start it again. Cardinals send 2 left and 2 right. Stevenson in the shotgun. Hall behind him. Quarterback draw again. We have him. That's Proctor and Lyon. Proctor, the main tackle, at the 31-yard line. So they have 1 timeout remaining.
Yep.
He's going to call it right now. We'll let Russ run an ad on this one. 1:05 to play. Monroe leading 18-13. We'll be back on the clock in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Give it to Hall. He almost lost his balance. We bring him down. That is Mikael Hall.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Whoa. They let him get up and run. No, wait a minute.
They didn't blow the whistle. Everybody just stood there. We'll have to look at the film, John. I'm not sure he ever went down.
I don't know about that one.
Ooh,
Mikael tackled him back here at the, well, he had a yard or 2, I guess, but
man.
he almost slipped and fell before anybody hit him. He maintained his balance, but if he stayed up on that with McHale, I didn't see that. He gets to the Monroe County 32-yard line, 53 seconds to play in the first half.
How many yards was that? That's a bunch.
Stevens is going to keep it. He's got a gainer inside the 25. Nice block on
And he gets out of bounds.
Maxey. That stops the clock. Well, that goes back to, you talk about it hitting him on a play where he didn't even have the ball. If you haven't heard the whistle, you've got to keep hitting it.
Now, we saw everybody stop.
Ball's on the 14, 1st and 10, Wayne County. Clock stop.
And this is Wayne County, boy. I'm telling you, see something you will always remember in Wayne County. This plays, it's always happened up here.
The lights going out. The inadvertent whistle on. They let one run out of an end zone once. Stevenson throwing. Incomplete. Intended for, I believe that's 9. Eric Rule. 41.2 seconds.
Plenty of time because their clock's not a running.
Monroe 18, Wayne County 13. Well, we were going to have them third and very long back here. Stevenson to throw. Those in the flat, wide open. We hit him. He's on the ground. I don't think they'll let him get up. Is that Harlan? No, it's Line that hit him. He was slow to get up.
They got him timeouts left.
26 seconds. I believe they called it back here. They run to the line, spike it to stop it, and that brings up 4th down. 20.3 seconds. I believe they called their last one.
That was their last. You said they had one. I think you're right.
Ball is on the 10, is that the 10? Yeah, 10-yard line.
The big thing is 4th down, though. And what they like, about 6?
Yeah, 20.3 seconds. Proctor, Wyatt, Rich, it's Whitty on the line. This could be it for the first half. Stop him on this 4th down play. Stevenson looked to throw. He flares it out to Hall, trying to get him in open space. He's inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he's
13.9 seconds.
He just come out of the backfield wide open.
The first down stops the clock. They'll probably spike it again. They rush to the line. Still haven't blown the whistle. There it is to start play. He does spike it. 11.3. Guess you call it just a long handoff. Let him flare out to the left flat. Got it to him. He made the first down.
And if we'd had any, because he didn't make it, what'd he make it by? About 2 yards?
Yeah. Ball's at about the 3, I believe. Might be inside the 3-yard. Well, they've got the 2 on the scoreboard.
Now,
2nd and goal.
If it's a running play, it's going to be close, John.
That's true. If they don't get in, that's going to be it.
I don't know whether they can get another play off or not.
He goes under center. He throws. It's incomplete. 7.7 intended out there for Denny. Profit on the coverage.
Well, the guy that Prop is trying to get around was blocking on him.
Or
I don't know if that just.
Yeah, I was afraid they might call interference on Profit.
I mean, well, that guy's not allowed to, block while that get balls in the air neither like that. You can't. You got to wait till they catch it.
So you think they might have been throwing for 9?
Well,
Was the other player out there, Rule.
He was the other guy was definitely blocking on Profit.
7.7. Oh, maybe inside the 3-yard line. Stevenson back in the shotgun. Faked it to Hall, looking to throw. It is picked off. That's Eaton. He gets away from that guy, blocked the quarterback. He's going to be tackled at the 30 or the 40-yard line. Oh, my.
I'd like to see Kendall as one of them, just a little more speed than old.
What if he could have lateraled it?
I don't take nothing away from Eaton, but he's just not got the foot speed that Kendall, some of them has, but still has a great defensive play to stop all that. That was
outstanding.
Yeah.
Joseph to get the interception, got it out to the Monroe County 40-yard line, and that
got
ends
a good
the
block
first half.
there, too. I don't know who it was, but the pursuit caught him then when he had to slow up for the block. But exciting first half, John. I'm telling you what, it's been a lot of stuff happened here.
That preserves the 18-13 lead for the Falcons at halftime over the Wayne County Cardinals. We'll go back to the station for a 5-minute break while Bob Bonnell gets his stats added up. You're listening to Monroe County Football on WTKY, WKWY in Tompkinsville, Kentucky, and WVFB in Salina, Tennessee. To maintain that 18-13 lead. A Joseph Eaton interception. Halftime scoring, Caleb Maxey put the first one in at 8:52 of the first quarter. Monroe was stopped on their first possession, punted the ball. Wayne County player let it hit, then he tried to field it. He was knocked away from it. McKell High recovered it. Monroe County took it in, and I don't much remember how many plays. Bob might have it down there, about three or four plays, I believe. You remember, Bob? Three. Maxie on a 4-yard run. A Justin Carter extra point was no good. At 2:27 of the first quarter, Zach Stevenson, the Wayne quarterback, scored on an 8-yard run. Harold Flatch made the extra point. Wayne was ahead at 7-6. At the end of the first quarter, minute 44, Maxie scored from 8 yards out. We answered pretty quickly. Tried a 2-point conversion. It was a pass that failed.
Four on that one, John, on that touchdown. 4 plays.
That made it 12-7. Monroe made it 18-7 at 8:49 of the second quarter. Maxie on a 13-yard run. Carter's kick again was no good. And in the second, see, didn't get the time down on that one.
Yeah.
That's the one there. DJ Hall, 1-yard run, and Flatch attempted the extra point, but it was no good. 18-13, exciting first half, and Bobby has some offensive stats for the Falcons.
Our stats not very good, John. That might be lows for the year in a lot of categories or from a lot of people. Justin was 3 out of 5 for passing, but he only had 23 yards. I mean, that's Neil caught one pass for 15, and Maxie caught one for 9. Then he caught another one for minus yards, so that's where his 8 come at there. In rushing, Harlan rushed 5 times for 43 yards, and if he hadn't had the big 9-yard loss back there, he would really had on the sack there, the big sack. He lost 9, so he still ended up with 43 yards. Kendall is one that's really had a tough first half, but he only carried it 3 times. Of course, you remember he lost 3 on his first play, then gained 6, then he lost 5 on the next play or 4. So he's had 3 rushes for -2 yards. But now Maxie, he's like you said, he come in there with 3 big touchdowns. He also had 8 rushes for 71 yards, and as I said, the 3 touchdowns. Neil didn't do bad neither on the running the wishbone. He had 3 carries for 15 yards, and of course his first carry too is their first 2 rushes. Remember, was for a -3 and a -2, and one of those was Neil's. And as we said, he also caught 1 pass for 15 yards. And so we had a 127-yard rush and 23 passing, 150 yards, John. That might be our low and a half for the first half anyway for the year.
Pretty good rushing total.
That's true. That's not bad. We had 2 penalties for 7 yards, and they had 2 for 15. Of course, they lost 2 fumbles, and one of them led to our touchdown, and then we had a fumble on the punt snap, and of course that led to one of their touchdowns down here. So we kind of evened out on that.
Yeah. Good football game. 7-2 Wayne County, 8-1 Monroe County. Monroe playing for only the second time to win as many as 9 regular season games, and Wayne playing for a #1 district seed in the playoffs next week. So this game means a lot to both teams. And, they're finding it out there on the brown Bermuda turf tonight. They've got the big Cardinal out at midfield. Falcons lead it 18-13 at halftime tonight. We'll be at home next Friday night, 7 o'clock. I believe it's a 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll actually have to check that. You can listen to the coach's show next Thursday night and see if it will still be a 7 o'clock kickoff, since Fort Knox does have a lengthy trip to make down to Monroe County High School. But it will be a home game against Fort Knox. Hope we have a good turnout for the first round of the playoffs next week. That's when it's you do or you're done. A win keeps you playing. If the Falcons win, they will stay at home the next week. If they don't win, they'll stay at home, literally, and the season will be over. So come on out and support the Falcons and help them to advance in the playoffs. Let's go back and take another 5-minute break to hear from the sponsors that are bringing these games to you. We appreciate them. We hope that you will show your appreciation.
7-6. And Megacactus scored, I think, right at the end of the half. And Marion was leading Greene County 24-16. And that was in the third quarter. Of course, they're at Eastern time there in Marion. But they thought that would be a tough game there. Marion's got I don't know, what are they, 4A?
I was going to see if I could find them. on here.
I don't know what district they're in there, but I'm pretty sure they're at least 4.
Yeah, they're a big school.
And like we said, Monroe's got their hands full here too. I mean, we're at least for one touchdown away. It's 5 points, so the field goal is out away. But as we said, we scored our 3 touchdowns, missed all the extra points. Two PATs. One was wide, and the other was blocked, and then we just didn't complete the 2-point conversion pass. But another half to go, but Wayne's getting the ball first too. That's, as you said, we need to come in here and set a little tone. Our defense is not, they've been bending too much tonight, I guess, and let them get a lot of gain. I'm sure they had more yards than we did, especially after that last drive there, all the big yardage they got on it. I'd like to know what their yardage was, but I've got a feeling it was better than ours.
Marion has an unusual record. They're 7-2 overall, but only 1-2 in the district. They finished 3rd place in the same district as LaRue County. Bullitt East won it, North Bullitt, Marion, and LaRue County. Adair is currently 3-5 on the season. They're going to be 4th place in their district behind Russellville, Butler County, and Edmondson County.
Butler? Did Russellville beat Butler? That's the only game they've lost.
The only loss they have. Monroe's set to kick off, still about 20 seconds on the clock. Of course, as we said, Wayne, they still have a shot at the district championship even if we win tonight. Allen's a district champion that we played, and Greenwood is a district champion that we played. So it's been a tough schedule for Monroe this year.
And I mentioned, too, Wayne was 13th in 3A. I noticed, of course, it seemed like everybody we played this year was up in the top 10 or 15. Except for maybe, Adair and Barron, I guess, and Glasgow. Glasgow might have been earlier.
Neal set to kick off. We're kicking it away from Hall. Fielded at the 15. Drop. Now picked up at the 20. Good coverage by Proctor.
Got the first one.
That was Eric Rule.
I don't know what it is when you fumble that kickoff. I think you have to take your eyes off the defense or something, but we had him.
Nathan Davis, Tyler
That's more
McMillan
like
also back there.
Inside the 20. That's what you want. That's the goal. Keep them inside the 20.
Looks like the 19-yard line, 1st and 10, Wayne County. See what kind of defensive stand we can make. They got it down the field on us that last drive. Looked like McHale High had a tackle on Hall. Would have made it 3rd and long. Evidently, he did not go to the ground.
When I mentioned the guys know the booth come over and said, was he down? Said we couldn't see, and we didn't have an answer for it really.
Stevenson, quarterback keeper, got very little. He was trying the right side of Wayne County over there where Proctor and Lyon are. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Didn't move it, did they?
It's the first 3 or 4 runs they had. They were getting right through our line and linebackers. Tanner Kendall, our safety, was making the tackles. We've improved on that. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers left and right. They call it the pistol. Stevenson has Hall behind him. Going to flare it out. They ran this earlier. Covered a little better, but he scoots away from us. Brought down at the 23 or 4 yard line.
He's just so hard to tackle, boy. Had him back there for maybe just a yard or 2 gain, and he's ended up, well, he finally just got about 5 out of it. I thought he had more than that. He looked like he run for a long time.
24-yard line. Bowman and High looked like they had an opportunity to take him down for a no gain, maybe a yard, but he got away from them. 3rd and 5.
Big. I bet you Hall will be involved in this somewhere.
He's behind Stevenson. Stevenson keeps it. Oh, he kicks it outside, and he's got a 1st down. 40, 45. Kendall takes him out of bounds, and Stevenson hit his head. He grabs the back of his head. He gets up a little woozy.
Is he walking the straight line or not? I wouldn't want a cop to tell him to walk the line right now.
Coach talking to him, giving him the play. 10:28, clock stopped as they went out of bounds. Monroe leads 18-13 in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the Monroe County 45-yard line.
He's a good runner too, John. He made a sidestep there, and the county played off his block and turned that into a good game.
Made a very good run off this block on the left side. Handed off to Hall up the middle. He kicks it outside, 40, 35. Stepped out of bounds. Eaton pushes him out. Caleb Maxey mad at himself.
Well, he's still got 20-yard game if Maxey makes the tackle there. He up here at the line is where he's really, they just pile it up and he just kicks around it. And there's nobody on that outside. I guess they're blocking them down. It's
21-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock stopped at 10:20. Denny goes wide to the right, and they send a tight end to the left and a receiver to the left. Stevenson hands it to Hall. Rich tackles him at the line. There's another guy who has him. That's Wyatt. So there are 2 tackles. Made the tackle.
Of course, he got some success earlier, but his right now is that outside. They play that kind of that little option off Matt. And, of course, that quarterback's such a good runner, you have to play them both.
2nd and 9 at the 20. Same formation. Ball on the left hash.
See, the right side's real open right now.
They're running to our left. Left it with Hall. There's a flag.
I think they're finally going to get him, John. He's been moving awful early there.
It'll be 3rd and about 9.
Yeah,
Illegal procedure.
They've got him this time. You might let this slide. This is 4-down territory for him. I'd take it.
You take it?
Yeah, it's because they won't punt down here.
Coach Pettit's giving a signal. I believe he said decline it. Put it on the 20. It's 3rd and 9. Trevor Whitty's in at an end beside Jared Rich.
The other side of that coin, though, since it is 4-down territory, that just gives them 2 more shots. That side's 3. Because they're going to go. There ain't no punch here.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hall behind Stevenson. Bootlegs to his right. Proctor, nice block by Hall. Throws. It's knocked away by Mason Profit.
Oh, he throws a ball, though, that just looks like it can just be intercepted over on John. That nerve floated, too. That's why I think we're getting to him. We found a knock. That's 2 for Mason. 2 big knockdowns for him.
Kendall was close by. Mason made the hit on the receiver as he was about to catch it. I didn't notice who the receiver was.
3 receivers got right in there. If you noticed that, John, there was a lot of people in there.
4th and 9 from the 20-yard line. Monroe trying to stop Wayne on their first drive of the second half. Wayne calls timeout. 9 minutes, 17 seconds. Monroe leading 18-13. Wayne County empties the backfield. Stevenson back to throw down the left side. It is knocked away by Maxey and Wilson.
Flag. Is that a flag?
It's down here at the 15. Might have held somebody as they ran down the field. They sent wide receivers to the right and the left. No one in the backfield but Stevenson. Well, both teams look like they're changing. Let's see what this, well, they say 1st down Monroe. That's something else. That's not a flag.
Okay, we'll take it.
Not sure. He's going to pick it up. What is it, Bob?
It's a flag. Nope, stuck in his pocket. I don't believe it is.
Stuck it in his front pocket. Falcons take over, 9-12 on their own 20-yard line. Nice defensive play by Wilson and Maxey. We come back to our overload on the left side with a wishbone behind Harlan. Run it up. Well, that play worked in the first half, but they stuffed it this time. We've handed off to Maxey up the middle, no gain. Maxey slow to get up. He jumps up, though. He's fine.
Yeah, finally moved it a little.
Yep. Might have gotten it off the 20.
I'm going to give him 1.
Give him 1.
Yeah.
Falcons.
Generous tonight.
Falcons 18-13. Need a score.
We got to get out. We got to get our backs away from this goal line, too.
Overload to the right side. Harlan goes under. Hands off. No, he keeps it. Throws to Eaton. A little behind him, and he drops it. Looked like he's going to bring it in at the 30.
That would have been a super catch, John. It was just on the wrong behind him.
Yep.
I thought he had it because he brought it around. He'd have been a good gain or 2.
Yes. He was open. He's one of the tight ends. I guess, he would have been the tight end on the, I guess you call it the weak side. Only a couple of guys on that side
and he had to do it left-handed, too, so he was going the way he had to use his left hand.
3rd and long. A long 9. We overload the right side with Carter, Turner, Cornelius, and Lyon. Harlan goes under. Option at the left side. Ball's on the ground. Harlan picks it up. He's going to have to run it because we'll have blockers down the field. They push him forward. Carter, stop blocking. It's over. Got a gain out of it.
At least
Falcons
at
will
least
have
we
fourth
picked it
down.
back up. That was the main thing. Yeah, he gained about 4.
Gain 4, 4th and 5. Clock running at 8 minutes in the third quarter. Dustin Denny, the deep man.
Now we need to get Garrett to bang into one here. He was hitting good in practice.
We need a big one. Going to bring Harlan out and put Kendall in for the personal protector.
Better hurry up.
And needs to go on and get off the field. He stopped before he got off the field. Lyon gets a foot into it. It's going to hit and roll 40, 35. Nice roll to around the 33-yard line of Wayne County. They begin the drive with 7 minutes, 32 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Yeah,
Minot leading 18-13.
About, was it 48? 20 to, what was on the 20?
On the 25.
Oh, 25.
So 25,
Yeah,
35, 40, about 42 or 3.
Yeah, I had it on the 20, but I
43.
forgot about the gain there. That's what we needed to
Yep.
back them, get them down here a little.
7:32. Be nice to see another Wayne County turnover. The pistol, Hall behind Stevenson. Handed off to him. Whitty had him in the backfield. Lyon finished him off. Whitty, the first man there. Back to the 30-yard line. Second and a long 12, closer to 13, I guess. Whitty, Rich, White, and who's the other end? That's Proctor. Vickery's in at one of the corners. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stevenson rolling to his left. Oh, Wilson, I thought was going to get there. Picked off Vickery. Oh, my. Had it, bobbled it, and dropped it.
Had it, bobbled it,
Oh.
and had it again, and
Wow.
I think he's looking for to run and never fought it in.
Garrett Lyon says, catch it the next time. Let's go. Good job. Vickery disappointed that he didn't have that one. Stevenson overthrew his intended receiver, and Vickery had an excellent chance at an interception. 6:52, third quarter. 3rd and 13. I keep wanting to say Taylor. Wayne County.
The Cardinals
they're red
throwing-
and white.
Cardinals throwing you off too,
Yep.
John.
2 receivers either side. Hall behind Stevenson. Straight back to throw. It's a screen to Hall. Wilson's up there to block. They're blocking him in the back. We bring him down with White, and there's a late flag. I hope
That more than likely is going to get him there because he was a holding back, but I still think he had his hands on Wilson there. But we might decline this though, John. Yeah, I might let
Illegal
this.
block.
I might let this one go.
Wilson was nailing Hall right as he caught it, and there was a man blocking him in the back. Declining it will bring up 4th down. He got it to the 30, so it's still now 4th and about 12 or 13. Wayne County will line up in punt formation. Wilson stands at his 40-yard line. Flatch, F-L-A-C-H, is the punter. Hall is the up man. They snap it to Flatch. High. Wilson calling fair catch. That guy got right up to him.
You have got to give a yard. He's Neil can tell what he's had for dinner as close as he is.
Yeah, if he'd eaten, well, I don't guess we can say that. That restaurant back at home, if he'd eaten one of those burgers, he could have smelled it. At the 42-yard line of Minot County, Minot takes over at 6:20. 18-13, Falcons lead. Both teams have forced punts. Welch lines up at a wide receiver on the left side. Wilson's inside him. Line is a tight end on the right. Vickery, that's Dillon, is in the backfield with Kendall. Kendall cuts back, can't get away from that man. He'll have a yard to the 43. Vickery in there in place of Maxey. JW replaced him on defense. Now Dillon offensively. Caleb got up. One play a little shaky, and I can't find him over there on the sideline.
They didn't move the stick, John.
The ball is on the 43. The receivers go left and right. That's Jackson Arnett in at quarterback also. Arnett underneath. Pitch it to Kendall. Cuts up. 45. Block. 50. 45. Oh, 40. Welch could have got a block on that number 9.
Well, he had him earlier, but it was so far ahead of the play that he come off from him.
Eric Rule made the tackle at the Wayne County 42-yard line. First down for Monroe County. Lyon and Arnett come into the Monroe County huddle. Clock running at 5:30 of the third quarter. Falcons 18, Cardinals 13. Welch right, Wilson left. Lyon the tight end on the left side. Kendall up the middle.
Ooh, he didn't look
Oh,
good.
he dropped the ball.
I guess
Vickery's diving in there after it.
I guess that's why he was bending back.
I don't know if Dylan was able to get it or not. He did not. Cardinals have it at the 42-yard line of Wayne. Another turnover. 5 minutes, 2 seconds. Falcons need one more score because a score by Wayne County, they're in the lead.
I was trying to see if I see Justin over there. He just, of course, he's out late on that punt. Remember, of course, he's standing there. He's right behind Coach Pettit.
Fake it to Hall. Stevenson keeps it. There's the flag in the backfield. And another flag. Wilson tackled Stevenson.
I don't think it's on that. And I believe it's up here. Looks like it might have been 2 blocks in the back. We'll see. That's what they get paid for.
Yeah. Have illegal procedure against Wayne and a hold against Wayne.
I thought it was right there. They tackled somebody. I don't know who it was. I seen him tackle him. That's where I thought it was. Because Neal, I knew it wasn't. You just get one of them, don't you?
Yeah.
We'll take the hold.
They're talking to McHale High. The holding flag is just outside the 40. The legal procedure is declined. The holding penalty moves it back to the 31-yard line. So they'll need 19-21 for a first down. First down.
Hall done that the whole first half. I told you he looked like he's moving, and he just beats that snap. Now they've caught him already twice now. Once I think in the end of the second quarter.
Wayne comes to the line, 2 receivers either side. Stevenson to throw to his right.
Ooh.
Has Denny at the 40-yard line. Brought down by Profit and Lyon.
Well, he got his 10 back. Maybe another one.
Spotted on the 43. Second and about 9. Clock runs at 4:20. We're in the third quarter. Vickery, it's J.W. still the cornerback. Profit the other corner. Kendall the safety. Stevenson fakes it to Hall and keeps it. Tripped up at the line. Nice play. Proctor must have been that guy over on the end. That's back to the 40.
That's third down. That was third down too, John.
42-yard line. That was second.
Was that just
this
second?
Is third.
Well, this guy, I thought the announcer said he fooled me.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I believe the PA man did say fourth down.
They flicked it quick over there, I guess. When he looked. I tell you what, we can get another. This quarter's about gone, John. 3:34, and we're clinging to a 5-point lead too.
Third and long for the Cardinals.
Just don't give them too much cushion.
The defenses have taken over. A receiver either side. Fake it, now looking to throw. Vickery's in protection against Denny. It is caught. Vickery brings him down inside the 30. Denny is one of the leading receivers in 3A football. Stevenson's not in the tops in passing, but Denny is up there in receiving.
Vickery got turned around. He looked like he had pretty good coverage on him. Then he went inside, and then when the ball was thrown out on the sideline here, and hauled it in.
29 catches, 505 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
That's a big play there. That's got him out of the hole.
First and 10 on the Monroe 25-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Monroe 18, Wayne 13. Hall up the middle. Brought down by Wilson. Short gain, if any. That third and long, they isolated him out here by himself.
Yeah, I don't know what the safety. That safety needs to be over there helping somewhere, John. I don't know how.
I would think we would not. We'd probably know he is their best receiver, Denny, 15. Second and 10 on the Monroe 25. Denny goes right. Number 11, that's Brandon Hurd.
He's got him all by himself over there, too.
Stevenson will fake and throw again down the middle. It is, did he catch it? No, incomplete. Intended for Rule, incomplete.
Probably put a good lick on him. He ain't up neither.
Profit went for the ankles. Rule slow to get up. He's up. No.
Yes. He has to come out there and stop the clock.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. Bring up third and 10. Ball's on the 24-yard line of Monroe County. Clint Bybee checks in. Eaton looking over at the bench for some instructions. Falcons need it. Now they've moved it back to the 25. I thought it was on the 25 previously. It's back there now.
Of course, it's 4-down territory again.
Stevenson goes under center. Hasn't been there much. Has the eye behind him. Fakes it. I thought we had him right there. Missed him. Complete inside the 20. My goodness.
That'd have been a good play, though. Whoever it was, the tackle shot out of there and just dived at him and almost made a super tackle on him.
I think it was Wyatt. Looked like he was going to have him around the ankles. He slipped away. Completed the pass to Chris Burks at the Monroe 13-yard line. 1:57. 1st and 10, Wayne County. High backfield again. Kyle Bell in front of DJ Hall. Handed off to Hall over the left side. He has a short gain. He may have made the 10-yard line. Falcons lead by 5.
And that is getting in jeopardy.
Ball is at the 10. Those missed extra points. Have had the last one blocked, missed the first kick, went for 2. Couldn't get that. Wayne missed their last extra point. Back to the pistol. Looking to throw. Flared out to Denny. We were out there. We can't get him down. Now we do. Eaton and Lyon. Wilson was the first to hit him. 50 seconds, 3rd quarter.
Well, we made a good end the half here, John. This is almost identical to this. They're a little closer, but
Same end of the field.
But Wayne ain't had to worry about the clock this time. They did at the end. But
I believe it's back to the 11, 3rd and long. 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd. 2 receivers left and right. Looking to his left. Has him in the flat. We hit him. Lyon and Kendall. That's
4th down.
That's Burks. They'll probably let the clock run out. Go down to our right.
4th and about 5, long 4.
At the end of 3, Monroe County 18, Wayne County 13. Let's take a 30-second break. Return, see if the Falcons can hold them.
Especially when it's 4th down.
So Wayne County scores on the pass from Stevenson to Denny. I guess they're going to go for 2. Yep, it's 19-18, so they want to get a 3-point lead. 11:55, 4th quarter. High backs behind Stevenson. Fake, he's rolling to his left, throwing incomplete. Intended for Rule. Wayne has taken the lead. 11:55, 19-18. Kickoff is a squibbler through the legs of Lyon. Kendall comes up, takes it at the 30. 35. He's outside the 35. Falcons will begin with 11:48 to play in the game.
Looks like Harlan's back in that quarterback, John. I didn't know whether he was injured or just given.
It's at the 36. Falcons 64 yards away from taking the lead again. The starting line stayed in when Arnett and Dylan
Victory is at fullback.
Yeah, he's still in. He's in front of Kendall. Kendall's on the back of the eye. Wilson left and Welch right. Pitch it to Kendall.
There he is. Look,
hand it to Wilson. Throw deep to Welch. Denny got back and almost intercepted it.
Well,
Went
Tyler
right through his
should have come.
hands.
He should have come back and met it. Wilson didn't get nothing on it, but he could have. He come back and met it, but he throws it like he should. But he had such a big lead on him. I guess it's hard to throw it that far. How far was that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's about 40 yards.
Denny recovered. It went right through his hands. Incomplete. That play has worked. I guess it was
And
the last game that we brought
it was going to
that.
work then, too.
Yep.
If he just got it out there.
2nd and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
Really, Tyler done good just to break it up.
Yep. And off up the middle to Kendall. Hit in the backfield. Looked a little tentative going into the line. They had the penetration. Lost back to the 3rd and 12. 11:20 in the 4th quarter. Monroe needing to convert. Welch comes to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Wilson to the right.
Might be a good time for a screen. They're coming, looks like.
They have been. Rolling to his left, looks back. That's the tailback screen to Kendall. He's going down the sideline, 45-50.
Well, that's a first down.
Knocked out of bounds, first down.
Yeah, that's a
It's a
handy play.
It's a good hit by somebody over there. Might have been Denny, either Denny or Rule. Inside Cardinal territory at the 49.
It's good. 15. That got us. We needed that, John.
Badly. First and 10, 10:40 clock running. Welch comes to the left. Wilson right again. Vickery goes up to confer with Harlan. Now steps back into the front of the eye. 4 down lineman for Wayne. Vickery up the middle. First down. Good run inside the 30-yard line.
He just had to make sure he called his number, I guess, because he ain't played much with the first team this year. But he made the best of it.
Yeah. And it's say, I'm running it, Justin. He got it, and he knew what to do with it when he found that hole.
Is he Dylan?
That's Dylan. That was between Bybee and Jenkins, I believe. At the 28, 29-yard line, first and 10. The 2 receivers are both to the right side. Kendall over the right tackle. Another good gainer. He could go in. Now they push him down inside the 10-yard line. The offensive line asking the fans to get up.
You know, we first started this series up here, it looked meek. Bleak, I guess is a better word for it. But after a 21-yarder, and how many did he get on that one, John? He started with 28. What's he on?
First and goal on the 5-yard line.
23.
Falcons down 19-18, but trying to retake the lead. 2 receivers to the left, an eye behind Harlan. Hands it off to Kendall, trying to cut back. He's met by the big man, big 77, Jordan Garrett, 6'4", 275. Rich and Lyon checking in. We may be going heavy.
But must they back it up, John? Just say a couple?
The clock, yeah, I believe it is still on the 5. That's what the clock says. Second and goal on the 5. High usually comes in when we're heavy, though, with Rich. Maybe that was someone else. I thought that was 69. We're still in the eye. 2 receivers to the left. Harlan takes it. Wants to throw. Looking. Still looking. All kinds of time. But now he's in trouble. He's got room over to the right side if he wants to run it. Line's over there blocking. He will get down close. He scores. Justin Harlan.
Did you see him slow up
Yeah.
and waited till the block got there? He looked like he's just in a little trot. And it paid off him. He got over and followed the line right in.
Went right to that pylon at the end zone. Nice play.
It looked busted, though, didn't it?
Yeah, he was wanting to hit Wilson, I believe, over here in the end zone. They had it covered. It got congested. He almost was sacked back here outside the 10-yard line. And then when he saw that open field, Garrett Lyon was over there to run some interference. Took it into the end zone. 24-19, Monroe County.
Let's see, what else? Look, count this up.
They need a 2-pointer. This will get it up to 7 if we can make this one. Vickery is alone in the backfield behind Harlan. Have the 2 wings. They jump offside. That gives us a little yardage, not much. Ball is on the 3 for an extra point, so they'll give us a yard or so. 8 minutes, 41 seconds. The time in the 4th quarter. Monroe back on top, trying for 2 to take a 7-point lead. Comes Eaton in late. Now they say, no, come back out. Well,
that's a penalty, then, ain't it?
We're sort of heavy, but we don't have this other back here.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough players out there.
Well, we got 5 yards added to us. And, John, if you're going to pass it, be honest, it gives you more room.
Yeah, we lined up in that heavy formation with High and Rich, but we didn't have a third back in their wishbone. So that puts it back at about the 6 or 7 after there we go again. Wayne was penalized. Now Monroe was penalized. Rich is still out there. We're in mass confusion now. We weren't going to run the heavy formation on that one. Now we have to call timeout.
Well, with just 8:41 to go, that's a good timeout.
So they send High and Rich off. That was going to work if we were down on the 1 or 2 yard line. They take them out probably in a passing situation.
Neal's double teamed out there, John. I ain't seen that much this year.
Harlan in the shotgun. high is the back to his left. Harlan throwing, line in the end
Ooh,
zone.
got
It is complete. 2 points, 26-19. Line was hit, but he held on. 8:41, fourth quarter. Falcons 26, Cardinals 19. Big play, big drive by the Falcons.
Oh yeah, there's a lot happened in that too. A lot of stuff didn't look good. Then they just turned loose and got some. Well, Victory started with a 21. Then the big one was Kendall's 15-yard little screen there on the pass, and he run for 23 after Victory. And then Justin finished it off on the 5-yard scamper all over the place out there, and with a good block from Lyons.
Falcons have the number 1 seed wrapped up in the playoffs. They're playing for the second best regular season record in school history. Cardinals are playing for a sure number 1 seed with a win. Right now the Falcons lead it with 8:41 to play in the game. Wilson kicking off. It's down the middle, fielded by Denny. Drops it on the ground, about the 15-yard line. He's hit. We hit him again, around the 25. Good coverage. Wyatt, then Proctor, McMillan. Whitty's down there. 8
Big
minutes,
series
34
right
seconds.
here. Big
Yep.
series right here, John. We need to come in with some good plays here.
It's at the 26. A 3 and out would look fantastic, and then run the clock out.
Yeah, it's 8:34, and get some time off this clock and get that and hold them.
This is a good Cardinal team, folks. If you haven't made over here to see, they are a good football team. Shotgun, backs to either side. Hall up the middle. We hit him at the line, but he breaks loose.
Whoop.
He's still trying to break loose. Finally, at the 35-yard line, Whitty pushed him to the ground. He is a hard runner.
Profit hit him hard, but he just, I tell you, his old saying, he takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
5'7", 170. He is a junior. He ran a punt in on us a couple of years ago here, right down the sideline to win it. What was it, 20-16, that score? The ball is touching the back of it's on the 35, so it's second and short. Stevenson, he's going to keep it. He's hitting the backfield. How Bobby came up to push him back to prevent. The ball's loose, but I think the whistle blew.
Well, they ought to blow that thing before of course, they let them push, and then when you get the ball, they'll blow the whistle.
Some other guys had him, but then Bybee came in to push the pile back. Well, they gave him a gain. That looks close enough to measure even a first down. They put third on the box. The clock is running. That's good. Now they say stop it. Let's measure.
Yeah, that's like you said. We need. I forgot what was it there a while ago. How much time did it take?
I think it
7:24
was just
now.
barely going under 8 minutes. I think I looked up and it was 7:57 when they started running that play. They have the chains out. It is barely a first down. It is a first down. Oh, I really don't believe he got that far, because they had him stood up at the 35, and Clint Bybee went in and took the pile backwards. Start the clock. Now it's 7:18. First and 10 for Wayne County. Monroe with a 7-point lead. They send 2 to the left, or actually a tight end on either side and a receiver on either side. Hand it off to Hall. He's hit at the line, bounces off, still spinning, and he makes it to the 40.
I don't know, John, if he ain't about one of the good backs we've seen all year long, the way he runs the ball.
Would you call him a scat back?
He when you fix to hit him, he got that spin, and that's where he gets that extra yardage out of. You just can't get him on that initial, especially if you hit him high. Now, if you get him down around them knees or something.
It's on the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6. 6:25 to play. He's a little fella. Sort of looking at him reminds me of Mike Garrett. That goes way back for you people that aren't very old. Stevenson throws complete over the sideline. Burks. Hurd.
There's a flag went out on that too, John.
Did we sort of threw him out of bounds?
Well, not sure he had to throw him neither. It looked like he might have had him around the head or something.
Yeah. It's across midfield. Here comes the official. It is a face mask. He didn't give the personal foul call.
No, he just said just 5, but I didn't look like we had to do that.
Spots it on the 40-yard line of Monroe County. 6:13. Did it go out of bounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not starting the clock. 2 receivers to the left, tied in on that side also. One to the right, or two to the right, one to the left. Stevenson keeps it over the left side. Nice hit by Bybee, driving him back. I didn't hear the whistle.
Well,
on the
I'm
far
glad
side.
we can't hear him here, but
Yeah.
I hope we don't turn him loose way back there and let him run around.
So we held him out on that drive when they turned Hall loose. We thought he was down, or I did. Went on a long gain. The ball pushed back behind the 40-yard line. 5:45. Monroe 26, Wayne 19.
I think they'll start passing here pretty quick, John.
Denny, the wide man on the right. Rule is inside him. Hurd is to the left. He's rolling to the right. Proctor's chasing him. Throw through the hands of Denny.
Yep.
Incomplete. Wilson, Eaton in the area defending.
That wouldn't have been a first down neither. That was going to be short.
3rd and 10.
But that stopped it at 5:24.
Yep. Like to.
And I'm
like-
saying, John, they'll go here. They won't
Oh,
punt
yeah,
this thing
yeah.
here. This 4-down territory.
You like the incompletion, but don't like seeing the clock stop.
We need a INT.
2 left and 2 right. Hall behind Stevenson in the backfield. Straight back to throw. Oh, we tripped or we stumbled. Too high, incomplete, intended for Burks.
It would run over each other.
Lyon hit Burks. It was over his head. 4th and 10.
Big, and here it comes again, John.
5:18. We are in the 4th. Falcons trying to hold on.
No, they're going to punt this. I don't
There's-
believe that. What the quarterback don't like it neither.
They're sending out the punt team as Stevenson comes off the field. You better watch it now. Hall has been the personal protector.
I'd say you pegged it this time, John.
Be careful.
I think they'll fake kiss.
Wilson
Where's-
is deep.
Where's Randy at? He's calling her.
Is that us calling timeout?
No.
Get ready, or did they call it? No, yeah, Wayne
That's
called
their
it.
second too.
Wayne has brought their offense back out. Some of their players asked their fans to get up. It's 4th and 10 on the Monroe County 40-yard line. 5 minutes, 18 seconds in the 4th quarter. Monroe leading 26-19. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hall is in the backfield behind Stevenson. Stevenson takes the snap. We're rushing. He's under pressure. Proctor has him along with Wyatt. Yes.
And Little Rich got in there too. He was making them run around, and that's the best defense is a rush.
Don't let him have time to throw it.
I was watching Rich. He had his man push clear back there. Of course, he made him move around. When he did, then Proctor and White come in.
Stevenson comes off the field upset. Ball between the 41 and 42-yard lines.
Need a couple of first downs, John.
5 minutes, 12 seconds. Dylan Vickery in front of Kendall. In the eye behind Harlan. 2 receivers to the right. Handed off to Vickery up the middle. He's to the 45. 4 or 5-yard gain.
See, everybody's been, looking. A lot of people talks what be coming back next year. There's still some good players coming
Vickery's
back
good
here. That
runner.
whole backfield there, say, well, not the quarterback, but Vickery and Kendall, and will be back. You get about 6 out of that, John? You gonna give him 6?
Dylan's 5'10", 170, a sophomore. Ball's on the 47. Yeah, give him 6. 4:40. Couple of first downs could do it. How many timeouts do they call, Bob?
2.
2. Same formation, ball on the right hash. Kendall will try it up the middle. He has a big gain, 45, 40. Just hold on to the ball. We've got that first down. And we're getting deeper in Wayne County territory.
41? What you got it on, John?
37, I believe. Not the 37. 4:20, clock running. Falcons on the Wayne 37-yard line with a first down and a 7-point lead. Welch comes to the left. Wilson will be inside him. Vickery in front of Kendall. Kendall over the right side, hit, got away from it. About a 5-yard gain. Staying low to the ground running.
He didn't, like you said, he didn't look real good in the first half. He just had 3 carries, but man, he's made some dandy runs here in the second half.
I believe it's on the 31. I see. That's Caleb over on the right, isn't it? He's up. Not sure if he is injured. not been in on the last couple of offensive series or defensive. 3:25 clock running. Harlan has him to the line. Drops the ball. Harlan dives in on it. Hope he has it. Oh my, we haven't seen that much this year. Mishandling the snap. Justin got it. Whew-wee. And I think about no gain. Looks like it's still on the 31. That could have been bad.
Yeah, we've got this thing down under 3 minutes. And
one more first down could do it if we can hold on to the ball and hold it out. That's sort of a lost play. Got the wings. Well, Kendall's a little bit wider. Kendall and line to the left. Welch and Wilson to the right, trying to draw them off sides. They don't jump. Monroe calls timeout.
it's our second.
Let's take timeout off. Falcons at the line. Harlan has the eye behind him. 2 receivers to the right. Still calling signals. Now he goes under. Hands off to Kendall over the left side. He dives over the line for should be the first down. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe just close. Now they're moving the sticks. The dive got it, Bob.
What's he on?
Is that the 25? Falcons got the first down. We handed it off to Kendall over the left side. Looked like he was going to have it anyway, but he took a dive for about 3 yards. I believe that's the 25-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. It's not on a hash. Hashes are about gone tonight, too. 2:05. Clock is running. Falcons lead by 7. Handed off to Kendall over the right side. Cuts back. May have gained a couple.
Just hold on that ball now.
Exactly.
We've got this thing down under 2.
Just hold on to the ball is exactly right. Wayne calls their timeout. That may be their last.
That's what I've got. What'd he say?
Yeah, I can hear the radio guy too. He said third and final. 1:49.
We'll do a little math there,
28-yard
John.
line.
25 seconds to run a clock. So we've got it's second down, so we can, you snap it. It's going to take a few seconds. Then down to get it, take 10 to get it down to 39. Then you have to snap it at 39, and you can almost run it down to a minute 10.
Yeah, 49, that's 109 seconds.
And
three times 25, 75. So it's, we just need to take our time after the plays. Get up slow and see. Well, what would be best too is get another first down. It's second and about 8.
And hold on to the ball because they are going to go after it.
Yep.
And way Kendall runs through there, dodging and a darting. It can be knocked out of your hands.
Wrap those arms around. What about the players of the game, Bob? We've got to confer and see
we'll worry
who's
about
coming
that
up
in a
with
minute.
that.
We'll worry about that in a minute.
Harlan keeps it after faking the victory. Has a good gain. Don't go out of bounds. He did not.
Did he get a first down?
I don't believe he did. Maybe just short. A very good
now
gain.
They're stopping it, though.
Probably going to stop it to measure.
He looked like he kind of let up, keep from going out of bounds, but if he'd have got his first down, I think we can kneel it down close to it 3 times.
Yes, yeah, it's over if we can get a first down and convert the snap. They bring the stick
It's
out.
not a first down. So what was it? What was it there? I'm quit 7, 8.
Very short.
So he got to give him 7 out of that.
I think Coach Pettit may have thought he could have gone on and got the first down.
He could have now. I'll agree with John.
So they're going to start the clock. It's
What's it on them? Can you tell, John?
well, we start on the 25.
See, what this is going to do, this is going to give us an extra play, too, if we can get it to help. Yeah, it was on the 23.
It's third down, and we need less than a foot for a first down. They should start the clock. I think Coach Pettit's trying to say, they're going to start it, and then we can stand there for 25 seconds. We can just stand here.
Yeah, what he needs to do is don't let your lineman get down in case one of them will miss.
And we are standing at the line. The
Well,
clock,
it's still going up way too early. It ain't 5 seconds run off yet.
Clock's at 1:24.
How much was it when it started?
1:37, I believe. Harlan takes the sneak. He does have a first down.
John, throw them hands in there. He knows what it is now.
Stop the clock to set the chains. But when it starts, we snap it a couple times. This one will be over.
What he gained, couple on that, John? I can't see where the ball is.
I believe I believe it'd be the 14. It's inside the 15-yard line. Clock is running at 1:05. Wilson is going to go back deep. The backs are in close to Harlan. He kneels down. There's snap number 1. It's now 2nd down. Is it Joe Pisarcik? I think the quarterback. I saw that play on TV the other day. The Giants and the Eagles, I believe it was. One of them had the other one beaten. All they had to do was run the clock out, and they mishandled the snap. The Eagles picked it up and ran it in, beat them. 28 seconds. Herman Edwards, I believe. It was just the other day I saw that play on TV. Snap it down, kneel down.
That'll do it.
20
Don't have to
seconds.
snap it again.
Nope.
That'll do it. Woo.
26-19, the Falcons will win it.
It's a tough one.
Very
It is a tough one.
Two very good games. Stevenson showing some frustration over here.
He's a competitor, I tell you.
is.
He's tough now.
This is a good ball club.
Can't take nothing away from that backfield. And in the 15, what was his name? The receiver.
Denny.
Yeah.
Denny is tough. The receiver, Denny, the tailback, Hall, the quarterback, Stevenson. It's a big, especially offensive lineman. And they finally put Big 77 out there on some defense. The Falcons beat a good team tonight, 26-19. And as their radio guys said, they could still be district champions, depending on what happens in some other games. They could still come out with the tie-break win. The Falcons, 9-1. 2-9 last year, 0-3 in the district. This year, 9-1, 3-0 in the district. And they now have their sights set on the Fort Knox Eagles. Next week, they will come to Darrell Carter Stadium for the opening round of the playoffs. Let's go back for a 3-minute break. You're listening to Monroe County Football. County Falcons win a big game on the road tonight over a very good Wayne County team. Wayne County now 7-3 on the season. They're 4-1 in their district. They await the outcome of some other games to see what their seeding will be. They're tied at 4-1 with Taylor County and Somerset. Somerset, the team that beat them in their district. Monroe County, 9-1. The only better regular season record was in 1989 when Coach John Pettit was the quarterback, and the Falcons were 10-0 in the regular season. They can't remember who. We'd have to get the book out. Can't remember who they played first. If they played Fort Knox or LaRue that first game in the playoffs. They did beat Fort Knox that year in the playoffs. That was the second game. Beat LaRue 20-3. Then the second game we beat Fort Knox 14-6 before traveling to Mayfield. But the Falcons have achieved a couple of lofty goals already. A district championship, beating Metcalf, Glasgow, and Green. Now finishing with a 5-1 record. The only loss to Greenwood, a district champion themselves in a 6A school with a 6-3 record going into tonight's game. Second half scoring, Monroe led 18-13 at the half. Wayne County took the lead with 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Stevenson on a 6-yard pass to Dustin Denny. The 2-point conversion failed, made it 19-18. The Falcons took only a minute and 19 seconds, went down the field, that was the drive. Vickery had a good carry.
Oh, yeah, that last one.
Kendall had a good carry. And Harlan was back to throw. The flow was going to the left. He's a left-handed quarterback. Wilson, others, I think Welch were in the end zone, both covered. He was almost sacked. He got out of that and took off to his right. There was no one over there. Maybe one man. Garrett Lyon was over there to block him. He went to the pylon, got into the end zone at 8:41, and put Monroe back up. They completed then a 2-point conversion. Harlan
on
to
a
Lyon.
nice catch too. I mean, that thing was high, and as you said, he brought her down.
He caught it, got hit, held on to it. Garrett Lyon did. Gave us a 26-19 lead, and then stopped Wayne County. They got down here inside Monroe County territory. 5 minutes and something. They lined up to punt, called timeout, decided to go for it. Proctor and who
White White. Yep.
Sacked him, and that ended it. Well, that got the ball back to us. Monroe County got the first downs to maintain the possession and run out the clock for the big win.
And you mentioned the National Guard player of the games.
I think we mentioned both of them right there at the end.
Yes, we did. With big plays, nobody had anything that just jumped out at you with big stats tonight, but we just looked here and decided some big plays that made, and that sack right there, and some more for Proctor too. But then the touchdown there for Harlan. And,
This way.
And two, I'll show you, John. I'll go over here the stats before the boys gets up here. That here's something that Harlan ain't done this year for, but he had 14 rushes for 68 yards. He's 4 out of 8 passing for 38, and I guess that's his season low.
Yeah.
If the facts was known. Kendall finally come back in the second half. He was -2, and I think in the first half he had 12 rushes for the game for 59. Maxie carried the ball one time in the second half, but he had a very nice first half with 59 or 69 yards. So he ends up, 71. So he ended up with 9 carries for 72. And Neil Wilson, had 3 carries for 15. He also caught a pass for 15. And Vickery come in there as Dylan did with 2 big runs for 27 yards. So we had 241 yards rushing, 38 passing for 279. And we'll just have the one bad snap. The only turnover we had, wasn't it, John?
No, we had some fumbles.
Did I miss them? I mean, did we lose them though?
Yeah, we had, because well, I can't remember
either.
that now off the top of my head. But we did have some turnovers as they did. They fumbled the punt, and we took that in.
And then we intercepted one there too, and at the end right on them. Like they were on the verge of scoring several times, and we got them down there at the end of the game, and then did we stop them the last time they got down there? Or they get it in. That was their score. They got it in, didn't they?
Yeah, they scored with 10 minutes.
Yeah,
in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
But count them up. It's still a victory. And if we come up here and it was a tough one, but they took care of business again.
And we have our National Guard players of the game with us: Justin Harlan for offense, Jake Proctor for the defense, and of course, Justin's got an uncle that could talk to you about that National Guard, and we hope that you will. I think Joe Pettit was instrumental in getting the sponsorship of the National Guard player of the game. Justin, this is a hard-fought game. That Wayne County team, 7-2 coming in here tonight. I guess Coach Pettit impressed upon you, though, that they were going to be a very good football team.
Yeah, Wayne County's always a tough game. The past 3 years, I think it's been last year we got lost by 7. And then the 2 years before that, we lost by 2, I think.
That was when they ran the punt back on us, I believe, 20-16. But
Yeah.
Always a good game against this Wayne County team. It's just a good, we're a couple of counties away. I guess 3 go through Cumberland and Clinton to get here, but it's close enough that it's a good rivalry game. Had a very good run in the first half to take us down here. He came out one series. I don't know if was that just a rest or we're going to try to see if the JV closes it out. Well, not really JV. Everybody else's starters were in there, but we put Jackson in for one series.
No, we ran the option to the left, and I fumbled it when I picked it up. I tried to hurdle a pile, and I got hit on the elbow. But
Got a little knot on that.
yeah.
But it's not your throwing arm, so everything's okay, right?
Yeah.
Now, I noticed when we shook hands, you came up, you got a 75 on the wrist there, and that's, I guess that's Big Brother.
Yeah, since you can't play anymore. Since you can't play no more.
Down here, Wayne had taken the lead by 1. See what Coach Pettit's trying to say. Thank you. 9-1. Wayne had taken the lead, and we get the ball after the kickoff. Dylan Vickery has a good run. Tanner Kendall has a good run. We get down here close. You go back to throw. What happened to get that ball in the end zone then?
Well, I looked left, and Neil's thumb had been hurting him really bad, and then whenever he missed the ball going across the middle, I know he could catch the ball, but then I was afraid the corner would jump it, so I seen Garrett blocking to the right, so I just followed him in the end zone.
Yeah, I look back over there to the right and said, boy, there's a lot of room. One guy over there, Garrett got him. Somebody hit you, I think, right there at the pylon, but put it in. And then we need the extra point because that's only up 5 points. If they go back down and score, they beat us again. What happens on the extra point?
They were doubling Neal, and then they were doubling Tyler on the far side. And Tanner's, the free safety slid over and covered Tanner, so Garrett was wide open.
He makes a good catch, got hit, held on to it for a 9-1 record. Only one team has done better than that in the regular season. The guy over there coaching you was the quarterback on that team. I don't know if he said anything about that this week, but he's helped you guys, and you guys have done a great job in getting us to a 9-1 record and setting us up for a good run in the playoffs now. What does 9-1 mean to you off the top of your head?
That means a lot. Being my senior year, being 9-1, we'd really like to be 10-0. We all want that Greenwood game back, but 9-1's the best we can get right now. But we plan on making it continue and just as far as we can go in the playoffs.
Let's go 1-0 next week.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
Great game. Justin Harlan, our offensive player of the game, National Guard offensive player of the game. And great job by he and the other guys offensively. Jake Proctor has come in with us now, and Jake made a lot of good plays through the night. But let's go right to the end of the ball game, Jake. With a little over 5 minutes to play, they line up to punt at first, then they call a timeout. They come back out to go for it on 4th down, and you put some. I think you're the one that helped bring him down. What did we do on that 4th down play there at the end?
Well, they come out and they needed that pretty bad, and he dropped back to pass it, and we rushed on him, and then he took off down the middle, and I come around the outside and cut back in and got him and stopped him before he got the 1st down.
He looked a little upset, but I think that made us pretty happy, didn't it?
Yeah.
They've got some weapons out there. They're both the two big ones standing back there in the backfield with Stevenson, the quarterback, and Hall, the tailback. It's just a matter of containing them. What were you and the other offensive linemen trying to do tonight to keep Hall in check?
Well, we was just, it was a little slick out there, and Hall's a pretty good athlete, and he can juke and turn on a dime, and we was just trying to shut him down and keep him from getting to the outside, and he cut it back in, and he still made some good plays, but our secondary helped us out a little bit.
And we should have checked over here with their guys to get some of his stats. He is an outstanding runner. Not sure what he have. I believe Bobby Dell's going to check. But of course, the main stat is always on that scoreboard up there at the end of the field. And tonight it said 26-29. We got Justin's thoughts. What does 9-1 mean to you as a senior on this team?
Well, I'm just.
Or you're just a junior. Hey, you got another year to go. I forgot about that.
Well, 9-1, it means a lot to me because I come out here and play as if, they're my team, and I'm going to play and do the best I can for them. I come out, start a little slow, but picked it up afterwards, and it means a lot.
And, of course, Bobby Dell mentioned the fact, and I forgot to ask Justin that. We'll ask you, when Dylan comes in, he runs the ball hard. There we are with, I think he's a sophomore. He's running it hard. Tanner's running it hard. We've got great things going this year, but that speaks well for even the program next year. What was the status with Caleb?
I don't know. He was icing down his leg when I went over there, so I don't really know. He'll be all right.
We saw him standing there near the end of the game. We'll check with Coach Pettit, of course, next Thursday night with the coaches show. But now you've had all these games. We plan to go 1-0 every week. We did that in 9 weeks. Went 0-1 the one, but we've got the big 1-0 next week for the playoffs. And I know you haven't been thinking about it this year, but now you can really start thinking about those games that mean the most. And Fort Knox is the first one. This year going in as a 1 seed. Last year it was a 4 seed. It feels a little better going in there 1 seed, doesn't it?
Yeah. If we want it pretty bad, and everybody knows if we come out and play like we did tonight, then we ain't gonna get it. We can play better than that, and it is how it is, and we're gonna get better.
I believe we'll take care of the Eagles next week. Have a good week in preparation. Let's, like you say, do what's necessary to do it. Keep winning those small victories, and we'll win the big one next Friday night.
That's right.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
Jake Proctor, a junior. Gladly we'll have you back next year, and we'll sure have you back next week. Jake Proctor, a junior, not a real big, but a big defensive lineman for us. And he is our National Guard Defensive Player of the Game. Made a lot of plays, but certainly in on the last offensive play for Wayne County as they put the pressure on Stevenson. He brought him down on that 4th down play to get the ball back for the Falcons.
See, but their stat man there, he said it was a little unofficial, John. They had Hall with 141 and Stevenson was 75, which is 216. And what did I have us for rushing? 241.
That's good.
And their passing, I guess they had their passing was a little better. Is that it? 154.
Yeah, 14 out of 20.
So he had 154.
27.
So they got more yards. They had 370 to us 279. But you know what? Then they're on that little old thing. Well, it's gone now. They done duck the score down. That's the one that counts.
That's what I told Jay. You know, he threw for 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And that interception was a big one.
Could have been the difference in the ball game at the time. And as you said, John, and been back here talking to some of the guys, and they said Campbellsville was beating Glasgow.
Really?
Because that was one of their games there. I think Glasgow needed to beat Campbellsville because that was Taylor County's win.
Yeah.
And so that was going to be in the mix there. But anyway,
that's going to help Taylor County.
That's not official, though. I don't know whether it ended up that way, but we'll find out later. So, but it's a big one.
Yeah,
and, sure was.
If you weren't listening at the time, that interception we were talking about was Joseph Eaton. The Falcons were up 18-13. Halftime was running out. Wayne had run out of timeouts, so instead of handing it to Hall, which may have still been a good idea,
10
if they handed
seconds,
it to him,
10, 11 seconds.
Yeah, they ran 2 plays with less than 15 seconds. If they hand it to him, he doesn't get in, the time runs out. Of course, if he goes in, they go ahead. But they passed 2 times, and on the second one, Joseph Eaton stepped in front of the receiver, intercepted it, ran it out to outside the 40-yard line. Got caught, didn't make it all the way, but did stop that halftime score. And that was just a huge play to stop them at halftime to keep that lead 18-13 at halftime.
Yeah, that preserved it, because we was just looking here, John. We need to do something here, and that's what it was. And that would have been a good player of the game too.
Yeah.
There, you get to thinking back, and you got caught up in the game here, so I looked around and had to figure it out. But I don't think we done wrong with the 2 guys we had. And like I told Justin, I said this might be your worst passing game of the year, but it's definitely your best running game, and the decision he made with a big go-ahead touchdown. But he did tell me he thinks he went over 1,000 yards tonight. I don't know. You know what he? Yeah.
He didn't like very much.
So that's a good milestone there. We don't have a lot of passers that's did that.
No, it's like Greg Gerald, and John, and Daniel. We've got, but he's threatening some of old Coach Pettit's records.
That's good. He's had them long enough.
He's had them long enough.
Maybe we'll get 2 or 3 more games to pad them thing. That's hope, but it's it's sudden death now. It's you lose now, you go home.
Yeah.
And so that's the big thing about it. You need to take them all one at a time. It's definitely one at a time now, and that's been their motto, all year long.
26-19, the final score. The Falcons win over the Wayne County Cardinals. Next week it's Fort Knox. Again, I said 7 o'clock earlier at halftime.
I'm sure it will be, because they're on Eastern time up there, so they won't. That'll be 8 o'clock for them, so they won't be any earlier. And I still don't think it'll be any later, because it's the way it's going. And, if it's going vice versa, that might be a little different. But I'm 99% sure. But tune in next Thursday night if you don't know, for the coaches show, and we'll have plenty to talk about, and we'll definitely get the right time in on that.
Yep, we'll let you know. 26-19, the final. Monroe wins it. For Bobby Dale Girls, Justin Harlan, our offensive, and Jake Proctor, our National Guard defensive players of the game, and all the Falcons on their big win tonight to end it at 9-1. This is John Osgothorpe for Becky and Russ back at the station. Good night, everybody.